Still ahead on Good Morning Virginia, the fire is out after that train derailment in downtown Lynchburg, but cleanup crews have a lot of work ahead of them. We're going to have the latest as investigators try to figure out what caused the accident. Plus, another big name is coming to the Lock and Music Festival. More on the classic rocker who will be in Nelson County this September.
And for today, still the chance of an isolated shower, but much more breaks of sunshine, especially this afternoon and into the evening. A great weekend in store as well. Your complete forecast is coming up.
Anytime, anywhere, award-winning coverage you can count on. This is ABC 13 News. Good morning, Virginia.
Well, the cleanup continued throughout the night after cars from a CSX train derailed in downtown Lynchburg, causing a big fire. Area residents and businesses had to be evacuated. Now investigators are trying to figure out just what happened. Good morning, Virginia. It is Thursday, May 1st, 2014. I'm Patty Martin, and we want to recap everything we know about this train derailment in downtown Lynchburg. Emergency officials have confirmed a train went off the tracks at around 1:45 yesterday afternoon. Between 12 and 14 CSX tankers carrying crude oil were involved. A witness says the dirt and stone beneath the track gave way, and the train then toppled over. Between 3 and 6 cars caught fire, 3 rail cars are in the river, and oil went into the water. But Public Works says the drinking water is safe. There have been no reports of any injuries. And of course, we have all of this information at WSET.com. And so many of you sent us your eyewitness pictures and videos of this derailment. We want to go back now to Shelley Basinger. She is live in downtown Lynchburg this morning. And Shelley, you went through a lot of our viewer footage.
Now, Patty, this derailment happened in the middle of the afternoon in downtown Lynchburg, which is a very busy place in the afternoon hour. So a lot of folks pulled out their cell phones, took photos and videos of this. I am standing about 3 blocks from where the derailment happened. And you can now see that the sun is coming up. You can see in the distance there one of those tanker cars still there. We want to go to some of that video footage now, though, from yesterday when the derailment happened. So many incredible pictures, so much incredible video. The first one, you can see a gigantic fireball as those train cars caught on fire. Again, they were carrying crude oil, which explains why that fire was so big. Some witnesses saying 80 to 100 feet high in the air. You could see that black smoke for miles away. Several roads in the area were closed. Now, at last check, Main Street, Commerce Street are open. Some of those smaller streets, side streets near the derailment scene are still closed this morning and will be throughout the day. We also want to show you some amazing video that we got from Samuel Scott from East Coast Drone. Now, he flew his drone over the wreckage site, and you can see just the pileup, how it looks from the air. The train cars on their sides piled up together, and you can see just how big of a mess it is and how long it's going to take to clean up. We do, again, want to thank Samuel Scott for sending that great footage. Again, if you want to send us your photos, your videos from anything that happens, or if you have some footage or videos from yesterday, be sure to do that. You can send it to pics@WSET.com. Patty?
All right, thank you very much, Shelley. Well, Tom Gertie was working on Commerce Street when the train derailed yesterday afternoon and saw and heard the entire thing. He says he was sitting in his conference room when he heard a strange sound. Gertie says the train cars were moving through, but they didn't look right. Then the cars started to roll off the tracks. Now, after the fire broke out, he decided to leave the area.
Then it got a little bit scary, and then I realized that maybe it wasn't the safest place to be on the second floor of a building that's only a few hundred feet away from where the train had derailed, so I got out of there.
Now, Gertie says there was no explosion. The fire just started growing, and it grew very quickly. Lynchburg city officials weren't taking any chances once word got out about the derailment. Dave Walls joins us live in our Lynchburg newsroom this morning. Dave, how did the city handle that situation downtown?
Patty, shortly after the train derailment, nearby homes and businesses were evacuated. Now, city officials do say that for the foreseeable future, the Riverwalk will be closed between Jefferson Street and Amherst County. That includes Percival's Island. Now, the evacuation of downtown Lynchburg was lifted a little after 6 last night. Police have also requested that anyone who left their vehicle downtown go to pick it up, but please check in with a police officer at the intersection of 9th and Commerce Streets before you do so. Now, the governor's office has a representative in Lynchburg monitoring the situation, and the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality is keeping track of what leaked into the river. Lynchburg Public Works says there is no concern for the drinking water. The water intakes are upstream of where the derailment is. However, the city is drawing 100% of its water out of the Pedlar Reservoir anyway. Live in the Lynchburg newsroom, Dave Walls, ABC 13 News.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Well, another train derailment to tell you about this morning, this one in North Carolina. 2 locomotives and 3 freight cars, all from CSX, derailed in Greenville at around 3:30 yesterday morning. No one was injured. Greenville fire officials say a chemical used for fertilizer was spilled, but that chemical poses no danger to people in the area. CSX says the cause of that derailment is still under investigation.